I've heard of Saddam Hussein, former president of Iraq, and former hide-and-seek champion and the butcher of Baghdad. It doesn't take a cultured genius like myself to know who he was, but today we're going to talk about his eldest son, Uday Hussein. Uday Hussein was allegedly born on June 18, 1964. As a child, he and his younger brother Uday were taken by their father Saddam to witness executions. Being taken to watch people get murdered as a child definitely does not help with one's mental development, so that's probably why Uday was so fucked up, as we're going to get to within the coming minutes. So now we're going to get into the body double allegations. So allegedly in September 1987, a guy named Latif Yahya was summoned to the presidential palace where Uday was like, hey bro, remember in school some classmates thought we looked like each other? They gave me a genius idea. You are going to be my body double. Then Latif was like, hey Uday, I actually don't want to do that, so is that fine with you? And then Uday was like, you what? Yeah, you're right, buddy. I shouldn't force you to do it, because I'm a completely sane, understanding, kind individual. I lied. He put him in fucking solitary confinement. After he was released from solitary confinement, he agreed to be Uday's body double and was trained for half a year to imitate Uday's speech patterns and behavior. He even underwent surgery and dental work to appear more like Uday. So Latif was Uday's body double for a time, but their relationship deteriorated. And according to Latif himself, the straw that broke the camel's back was when a woman Uday wanted to paid more attention to Latif. So Uday shot at him, and then Uday also ordered him to kill the father of a beauty pageant holder. What the fuck? So Latif was like, hey Uday, you know what? Fuck you. You're a psycho. And you're really mean, most importantly. So then he slit his arms. Latif fled north in November 1991. He was then arrested as he was mistaken for Uday. When they realized he was not Uday, he was released and was granted asylum in 1992. He was then attacked in Austria, then moved to London in 1995. There have been challenges to Latif's claims, as Iraqi officials who were there during Saddam's regime said that they never heard of him, nor of Uday ever using body doubles. Latif said that his existence was a state secret, hence why people don't know about him. To be honest, I do not care if Latif was actually Uday's body double, and I only talked about him to increase this video's length. Now moving on for the body double allegations, we're now going to talk about Uday's insatiable love for really evil, bad, rough play cuddle time. Now we're going to get into Uday's infamous love for bad snuggles. One of his former classmates said there was a lot of fear in the female students that the guy had a tradition of choosing the most beautiful woman and trying to force her to date him. Then, in most cases, he will exclude her, or that's one of his bodyguards, to kill her after he evil cuddled her. So there's a lot of fear when he was coming to college. Another thing that happened was in 1987, Uday allegedly evil cuddled, snuggled, wuggled the 15-year-old daughter of his father's mistress, Shakra. When Saddam was told of what happened, he put Uday in prison and told him, hey, relax, guy, I'm going to release you if you only relax. And Uday said, I'll relax, father. And then he was released, and since the girl did not keep quiet about the evil cuddles, Uday had his guards torture her while he was present. Uday was also known for crashing weddings,
so that he can snuggle with the bride and then kill a bunch of people there.
I'm going off track for a little bit, but I want to bring up about Uday was once the head of the Iraqi Olympic Committee, and he would torture athletes that didn't appease him, so that was kind of a dick move. Uday's former assistant said, and I quote, in 1998, Uday saw an ex-governor's 14-year-old daughter at a party, had her kidnapped, sent her home after 3 days, and when the girl's father was informed about the evil snuggle wuggle buggled time and talked about what happened, Uday told the man, "Your daughters will be my girlfriends, or I will erase you from the earth," and ordered the man to bring his daughter and his other 12-year-old daughter to his next party. Before I continue, I just want to say, Uday was a slimy piece of filth, bro. Who the fuck says, if I do not get my snuggles, I'm going to erase you from the fucking earth? And another one, Uday's slimy, disgusting actions. One of his friends once said, and I quote, "If the girl he chose did not want Uday, if she found another boyfriend or was late or reluctant, she would have to dance after getting her feet whipped." And also, Uday would make fun of the girls who lost their virginity because he knew that no one would touch them later and would say, and I quote, "She will have to be a prostitute from now on." Uday was also known for throwing parties. That kind of sounds like a guy named Sean Combs. Think about horny weirdos throwing parties. At parties, Uday was known to get drunk and then start shooting all over the place for no fucking reason. Uday will also kill people at the parties too, and that was pretty fucked up. In fact, Uday was so fucked up that even Saddam thought he was crazy. And you know it's bad when a guy nicknamed the Butcher of Baghdad thinks that you're fucking crazy. Uday fell out of favor with Saddam due to public erraticness. And in 1988, at a party, Uday killed a guy named Kamal Hana Geggio, and this pissed off Saddam, and he was like, "Hey, relax, guy. You gotta relax. Someone take this guy away from me. He's fucking crazy." And then he was exiled to Switzerland for a time.
Uday went on to kill a bunch of more people, and then in 1996, someone attempted to assassinate him. Allegedly, Saddam ordered to hit himself because he was so embarrassed by Uday, but it's never confirmed. So for some odd reason, the US hated Saddam, so then they decided to invade Iraq, and then in July 2003, they decided to kill Uday and Qusay along with Qusay's son Mustafa. They succeeded in that, and that was the end of Uday Hussein,
aka Iraqi Diddy. That is the end of the video, and before I get yelled at, I have to ask you to subscribe in the form of a very terrible song. Subscribe! 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 Flirtin' doo 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 doo!